I want to get a feel for what it must be like to look for the OceanGate Titan submarine at 12,500 feet by scaling it against our standard 8-foot wall here in our house and crafting a little submarine that would be to scale along that same range. So to do that, I first got to do some math and point out that this standard 8-foot height wall, which means 8 foot when it was roughed in, and rough in means before the flooring and before the sheetrock, so you got a 1/2 inch of sheetrock, let's say a 1/2 inch of flooring, so you're probably short about an inch from 8 foot. 8 foot is 96 inches, so we're actually about 95 inches from here down to here. So we're going to scale that as if that's 12,500 feet. So let's work out some numbers. Here's the numbers. If we're scaling 12,500 feet over 95 inches, that works out to where every inch on the wall represents 132 feet in depth, or every foot in depth on the wall would be 7.6 thousandths of an inch, or 0.0076 inches. The OceanGate Titan is 22 foot long, 8 foot high, and 9 foot wide. Now the actual tube in here is cylindrical, and it's actually smaller than this, but this is with all the fairings. It's wider than it is high because there's outriggers for the legs and stuff like that. So when they try and ping it, this is basically the size they're trying to ping. They're trying to ping something that is 22 foot long by approximately 9 foot wide. So here's my attempt to fashion a submarine. It is a toothpick. And it is a toothpick that I just cut a little piece of the toothpick, because I can't actually craft stuff this small. So what I did was I cut this toothpick and then I measured it to see how close I was to the size of the submarine. And it actually wasn't too bad. So my toothpick, the diameter of my toothpick, oh, I did all my measurements with my little micrometer here. The diameter of my toothpick is 75 thousandths of an inch, or 0.075 inches. The length of my little cut piece of toothpick after I cut it is 170 thousandths of an inch, or 0.170 inches. Now if we run that through our formula right here, what we get is that this equates to, if we were to scale it from 95 inches to 12,500, we get our toothpick is the equivalent of 22.4 feet long by 9.9 feet in diameter. So if we look at what the actual sub is, that's not too bad. Not too bad. So we're looking at about a 10-foot diameter and just something just a little bit longer. So it's just a little bit bigger. So here we go. We are going to take our Titan submarine and we're going to take it over here to the wall. There it is. We're going to put it down here at the base of the wall. So here we go. There is the Titan submarine sitting on the ocean floor. Okay, there it is. You see it? I do not have a good zoom on this camera, but let's try it here. Oh, there it is. Okay, so, whoops. Sorry about that. Okay, so it's way down there. So picture ship's way up here, trying to find that little guy all the way down there. And of course, keep in mind that we have a relatively clean floor. They're in amongst a bunch of pieces of the Titanic, which are scattered over an area about a half a mile long, if I remember right. It's about 2,000 feet, isn't it? Yeah, you can't even see it there yet. Oh boy, where is it? Oh, there it is. So that little guy down there. And of course, we're looking at it in the clear, and in the ocean, you might as well have this whole room filled with ink because it's totally opaque to them, and they're trying to ping it, ding it, do whatever they can. We got little rovers, which are actually smaller even than the Titan, that are scooting around all over the place down here trying to find it. So anyway, it gives you an idea what they're up against.